Hello everyone, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and watch the pre-launch of Automedi, the world's first point-of-care maker. We have 4 main sections today, but feel free to ask your questions throughout the programme by dropping them in the chat on the right hand side. Our team are on hand to answer every one of them. So without further ado, let's get on.
Just imagine being a care hero, soldiering through pandemics, facing danger head-on, putting yourself in harm's way to deliver high-quality, essential care, often under immense pressure, and where the lack of critical supplies claim family and friends. And we learn lessons. Just imagine if health and social care workers had an emergency supplier where they choose what they need, it's digitally delivered and made right in front of them. No need for delivery. It's kinder to the environment, more reliable, and speeds up health partnerships. Just imagine. That pipe dream is now here. Meet Automedi, the world's first point-of-care maker. Care equipment where and when you need it, saving precious time that may just make a difference to someone. Just imagine the new normal. Can you afford not to? Automedi, tomorrow's supply today.
Now it's time for our first Q&A. We've had a question from Simon, who asks, what did the MHRA think of this? Well, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, or MHRA for short, is the body that regulates all medicines and healthcare products in the United Kingdom. They used to work very collaboratively and very closely with the European Medicines Agency, and are the central body that issue and enforce regulations around health products in general. We had a meeting with the MHRA to understand how this would fit in. Their viewpoint is that the rules that were written in 1990 probably aren't fit to regulate products such as Automedi, because Automedi's on-site delivery model fundamentally changes who the manufacturer of the product is. So we've taken steps to ensure that all Automedi machines effectively are operated within the healthcare space but count as an internal manufacturer. The same process that is used for custom prosthetics or dentistry. At the moment, our catalogues are geared towards non-medical devices or devices used for diagnostics only. We'd love to have a detailed discussion and a deep dive into the rules, and we'd encourage you to get in touch at hello@automedi.co.uk. Now time for our next segment. Hope you enjoy it. Time for Q&A. Don't forget to drop your questions on the right hand side in the chat box. David asked how much does it cost for equipment? Now, Automedi is a very different sort of model. All the machines are paid for through a monthly subscription that gives you hardware and software updates, all your consumables, and support both remote and on-site. You also have a dedicated field service engineer who will be your point of contact in the local area. They can come in and maintain the machines, as well as let you know about upcoming benefits and updates that you might want to be aware of. And of course, you can ask them questions about the machine or Automedi's service. Using a circular subscription model, which also allow you to print items for free above and beyond your break-even price, allowing you greater flexibility, but also allowing you to manufacture a large number of items in-house without taking up any more storage space than the device itself. Thanks for your question, David. Don't forget to keep putting the questions in the chat box on the right hand side. It's time for our next segment.
Carbon. It is everywhere in care. In consumables, packaging, used in freight, all our deliveries, even on our shelves. No wonder our carbon footprint is so large. Imagine the cost to the climate of driving billions of miles delivering plastic products that we don't recycle. So, we must think differently. On-site making and recycling removes 100% of delivery emissions and recycles 100% of plastics. Saving so much carbon, if every health system adopted it worldwide, all the world's public health could run in the current NHS footprint and create lucrative circular plastic economies at the same time. The numbers just make sense. A no-brainer. After all, we can't afford to lose.
Time for Q&A. Claire asked, what is the carbon footprint of the device itself? This is a great question. Each device emits the equivalent of 153.6 kilograms of CO2 per year as long as it's running 24 hours a day. That means that's the maximum carbon footprint of each device. The UK health system emits 23.6 million times that, and you only need 36,000 devices to cover the entirety of the UK health services plastic consumption. This is a massive reduction, and especially on the procurement side, where hard and soft plastics make up a significant proportion of the NHS's waste. Of course, Automedi also cuts down emissions because there's no delivery. So on the whole, we think Automedi is a substantially better, sustainable solution, and it creates a step change in the NHS's ability to achieve its carbon reduction commitments. That's a fantastic question, Claire. Thanks very much for asking. You can take a deep dive into all this data in our reports at www.automedi.co.uk/get-the-report. You You can of course find us on Instagram, where we show behind the scenes footage and pictures of the machines being built and some of the products that come out of the catalogue. From me and the team, I'd like to say a final thank you and wish you a very pleasant day.